Project 613, day 49. Choices have consequences. When you do the right thing, good things happen. When you do the wrong thing, there are consequences for that too as well. In the Torah, we have 613 mitzvot. We have positive commandments and negative commandments. And with regard to many of the negative commandments, the Torah specifies specific consequences. Many of those consequences are between God and the person. Some of those consequences are under the purview of the Jewish court. In the times of the Holy Temple, when you had a Jewish court that sat in session right next door to the altar, right next door to the Holy Temple, in the Holy Temple compound, there were some of the consequences that were associated with certain sins was the death penalty. Some of the consequences was lashes. And in certain circumstances, a Jew was punished either with the death penalty or lashes. The Torah tells us a very specific mitzvah, that even though it is a mitzvah for the Jewish court in those circumstances to mete out these punishments, none of these punishments can be done on Shabbat. Shabbat is not the time for these punishments. Another final word with regard to Shabbat, since this is the last day we'll be studying about that very special mitzvah, is the following. As we've mentioned, there are many prohibitions of Shabbat, and that the main observance of Shabbat is in not doing malacha, not doing a prescribed type of work, and resting on Shabbat. There are so many details of how this is done. One might think that either because they do not know about all of the prohibitions, or because it seems to them that in the lifestyle that they have now, it is impossible for them to keep all of the prohibitions of Shabbat. It's important to understand and appreciate that every type of Shabbat observance someone does is valuable and important. So, for example, if you're drinking tea on Shabbat, there is a Shabbat way of making that tea, of preparing that tea. Do it in a Shabbat way. It won't change the taste of the tea. It's going to be delicious, piping hot. But find out how to do it in a Shabbat manner and do it that way, even if other aspects of the day are not being observed as they should be. Try to find those aspects of Shabbat that you can do and observe them because it is Shabbat. Shabbat is 25 hours long. It is very important to keep all of the mitzvahs and observances of Shabbat. But don't think that it's a package deal, all or nothing. Even one thing that you do on Shabbat, which is being done and observed in honor of Shabbat, is valuable and special. Take it as a personal challenge. Each month, learn another aspect of Shabbat observance and see how you can incorporate it in your own Shabbat experience. Thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.